What you are looking at here is an incredibly old Sumerian inscription dating to the time of the king Lugal-Kusalsi, aka Lugal-Tarsi, dating to the 25th century BCE, and you can see his name right here. Most of this tablet is readable and has been translated, which reads, "For An, the king of all the lands, and Inanna, Lugal-Tarsi, the king of Kish, the wall in the courtyard he built for him." And you'll notice that this line has not been translated, and that's because there's some confusion over it. They're not sure what it says, apart from the first noun, which reads queen. And let's now just flip to the line art. And I understand the confusion, because at first glance, you notice it looks like the line above these two signs here, and that would read Inanna. And I myself in the past have actually translated this line as an emphasized Inanna, so it would be "For An, the king of all the lands, and Inanna, the queen Inanna." And although I'm not mad at that translation, something about it just didn't sit right with me, and clearly it didn't sit right with the person who translated this on the CDLI. So taking what I know of Sumerian and bearing in mind that Inanna has many epithets, the most prominent being from where her name originally derived, Ninanna, which is basically what we have here, only with mush instead of na and an extra ra. So knowing that Sumerian is polyvalent and the adjectives come after the noun, I wondered whether this mushia is inaccurate and should be transliterated as something else. And so if I could find an adjective that fits, it would make perfect sense for ra to be the dative case marker parked on the end there. So I checked the sign list to find out the other valencies, if any, of mush. And as it turns out, there are 4 other attested valencies for mush. Well, we already know Inanna, and that could fit, but it's a bit ugly, and has already been disregarded by the CDLI. Mush 3 means face, that's a noun, that breaks the rules. Sed 6 is an adjective, but it means cold, that doesn't fit. Sakh 10 means crown, another noun, breaks the rules, can't use it. But Shuba 4 is an adjective and it fits perfectly. Attested as pure or shining, and I'm going to use shining in this instance. So I confidently postulate that this is saying the queen of shining heaven, Nin and Shubara, with Ra being the dative, which fits perfectly, and let me show you why. So the dative marks the beneficiary, and it always comes at the end of a phrase, including after epithets. So it fits perfectly within Sumerian grammatical rules. Not only that, but it fits the structure of deity, epithet, dative. And if I could find just one more inscription from the same time period with the same structure, well, that would lend a hell of a lot of weight to my theory. And that's exactly what I've done. I found another inscription from the same time period with deity, epithet, dative. Only this epithet is the queen of heaven and earth, referring to Ninlil. So with high confidence, I translate this as "For An, the king of all the lands, and Inanna, the queen of shining heaven, Lugal-Tarsi, the king of Kish, the wall in the courtyard he built for him." And I'll even go as far as saying that the queen of shining heaven should be added to the list of epithets recorded for Inanna.